Okay, it's 3 o'clock on October, whatever it is, 21st today. Welcome to our So What weekly Zoomcast. My name is Linda Hahn, and I'm your co-host, and I'm coming to you from Palm Bay, Florida. My co-host, Deborah Stanley, is where? Yep, there you are. My co-host, Deb Stanley, she's coming to you from Matawan, New Jersey. So before we get started, it is our tradition to tell you what we're got in our glass. So it's a nice laid back kind of program, and we encourage you to relax. So in my glass today, because I forgot, actually I drank it all. I didn't have a cold bottle of wine, so I bought a cheap bottle of champagne, with the screw top and some orange juice. So I'm drinking mimosas, and I'm not even going to ask anybody because I control the ding dong. So, Deb, are you going to disappoint me?
Irish coffee.
Is there liquor in it?
Yes, there is. From my little bottle of Jameson.
Thank you.
Yay!
And we would also like to thank our sponsors. We have Fox Chapel Publishing. We have Banyan Boutiques as our sponsor. We have quiltwoman.com and Cheryl Lynch Quilts. So we will have our door prizes at the end of the program. So you have to listen to everything. And we also want your cameras on when we do door prizes so we can see you and make sure you're telling us what's in your glass. So everybody likes our door prizes. So before we introduce our guest, Deb, you have a sew-along coming up.
I do.
Tomorrow. It's
do.
a free sew-along.
Tomorrow, 2 o'clock Eastern time. Same login as this. This is what we're making.
And that's like a little circular gift bag.
It's like a little, yeah. It's a little pouch with like a sort of a flowery sort of thing. Am I freezing? Can you see?
Okay. Yeah. So you'll put my Christmas present in that, right?
Right. And also a drawstring pouch.
Okay. And you do that at 2 o'clock Eastern time.
2 o'clock Eastern time.
Okay, and you'll use the same sign-in that you signed into this meeting. We try to do a free sew-along once a month, usually on a Thursday. And the subject varies each time that we do it. We're also taking suggestions for November classes. What would you like to see? Tote bag? Do you want a New York beauty quilt? Do you want a Celtic interlace knot? We have some ideas. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to do my test class for a professional development program. This one will be about teaching. I have a lot of information to impart for you if you'd like that. Teaching locally, teaching at shops, teaching at guilds, teaching shows, all kinds of interesting travel stuff and copyright, you name it. I got it, and I have an answer for everything. So, okay, we're ready. Let me find Jenny. There she is. Okay. I'm going to get rid of me. We are recording this program, by the way. And we will post it on our dedicated YouTube channel so that you can watch it over and over and over. There she is.
Oh, no.
Hi, Jenny.
Hey, the other one though, I didn't, I signed in twice because I might need my phone.
Okay,
So let's go to the other one.
what did you name that?
It's Jenny K. Lyon too. I was just about to, I'm going to rename it now, Jenny K. Lyon, and I'm just going to call it Maine. Sorry, I should have done this before so you knew. There we go. So not this one, the one that you have.
Okay, I'm looking for it. Deb,
You
can
don't
you find it?
want to see this stuff.
There we go. There we go.
Okay.
Hi, Jenny.
Yeah, this is the right Jenny.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. I know it's a little early out there, but by any chance, do you have a glass?
I have a glass, and this
Yeah.
is me. You're gonna ding me. It's water, but I have a little prop here so we can pretend that it's some drink.
Oh. All
All
right.
right.
You're getting thumbs up. You're getting clap. What do you think? That's it? Oh, look at all. Okay.
It's okay to cheat, right?
Hey. You got your ding dong.
Yeah, sorry. This is what I drink, really. It's what I drink is water.
That's okay. Okay, and we're going back to you. And we got to go speak. Oh, why isn't that working on me, Deb? There we go. Okay. So, Jenny, where are you?
I am in Granite Bay, California. So that's Northern California, outside of Sacramento. It's pretty here, and we have what's called a Mediterranean climate. So it's actually a pretty nice place to live. I'm thrilled. And
Are you by the fires?
I am by the fires. I have never been threatened by the fires, and it just the particular place I live, I probably won't be threatened directly by the fires, but yes, they're close, and the wind is supposed to kick up today. So, we had, I mean, thankfully, all I had to complain about was the smoke. We had smoke for, I don't know, it was like a month. It was bad.
Wow.
Oh, it was nasty. It was dystopian looking out there. It was, you couldn't see the sun. It was awful. It was terrible. But thank goodness I wasn't near the fire. I mean, I wasn't a part of the fire, so that's not bad. But anyway, yes, Northern California.
So,
And
I'm sorry. Yeah. I was looking on your website, and something popped out at me.
yeah.
You have a Basset boy?
Oh, no. I had a Basset boy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's okay. No, he's gone now. He if you've ever had this happen, he died at 2. And that's
Oh,
all.
wow.
Oh, it's terrible putting down a dog that just looks like this vibrant, beautiful puppy. And so it's funny you mentioned that, because I go back and forth with my husband on this. I want a dog. I want another dog. We've had 2 Bassets, and before that a golden. And then quick funny story. When I was at Houston last year, hubby got bored, and so he just started Googling different dog breeds, and he came upon greyhounds, and he was like, that sounds like a good breed for us. And I was like, okay. And so we read about him and did all this research, and ended up getting one that was too much of a puppy.
Oh.
And we're just not, no, I'm sorry. I can't do puppy, I'm over puppies. And
Yeah.
so never sent a dog back, but that one, and it was a beautiful dog. She's a wonderful dog. Nothing wrong with the dog. She was just a puppy. And so now, especially my husband, he feels, I don't know, burned, like we failed, and now he's afraid to get another dog. And I want a dog. I want a greyhound. So
Oh, wow.
We'll see how that goes.
So tell me, what is it that you do? What do people know you for?
Free motion quilting, pretty much
Ooh.
it. I do whole cloth a lot. I love to free motion quilt. I hardly piece. We're like at opposite ends of the spectrum. I hardly piece. Um, and I love free motion, and really I love to teach, and I love to teach free motion, and I love projects that are good for experienced beginners, like people that are just starting out, like how to get ramped up and going. And I just happened to be looking back in my calendar today at 2016, and I was just traveling like crazy, teaching all over the place. And boy, that was hectic, but I sure miss that. Don't you?
Oh, God, yes.
I
Yes.
mean, this is hard. And I'm enjoying, I have to say, I reluctantly came to this virtual thing thinking, okay, so this is what I have to do until I can teach in person again. And I'm finding that I do enjoy it. I just wish somehow there was more opportunities for in-person teaching. Oh my gosh, you and I should be heading to Houston next week.
Yep.
And that's not happening. And I don't know how many of you have been to Houston, but it's the world's crossroads of the quilting community. And you see people there that you only see once a year, and oh, I miss that. And I want to see all the new fabric lines, and I want to stroll the aisles and be surrounded by beautiful quilts, and I want to have a full classroom. You know that sound, as a teacher, Linda, that sound where all the machines are going at once?
Yeah.
That's a good sound. I love
And
that sound.
everybody's happy and chatting and
Oh my gosh. And everybody's
yeah.
so excited to be at Houston. And so I miss all that. But okay, to answer your question, basically, I am a free motion quilter on a domestic. I'm a domestic machine, and people kind of assume that if you're a hardcore free motion quilter, that eventually you'll want a long arm. It's like, no, not. They're loud. They're loud. I don't want a long arm. So I'm happy with my little domestic machine quilting away.
Yeah, we're getting some hand raises already. If you have a question for Jenny, just put them in the chat if you would, and we'll get them over to her. Because we have quite a number of people in here, so it's easier for us if you can put it in the chat that we're not flipping all over the place.
Should I answer what I see, or should I let you feed it to me?
No, you can answer it. If you see it, you can answer it.
Okay, and I might miss some, so if I miss some, just tell me. Hi, Shaban used to live in Folsom. That's right next door. We did get our greyhound from rescue. It's almost impossible to get a non-rescue greyhound. It's literally almost impossible. So it was a rescue, came from China, where they were closed down that major track there. And as far as whether they're older dogs, not a lot of them were like 3 years old, because they only race a certain period of time. And if they aren't winners, then they get either killed or hopefully rescued.
We have a big track down here in Melbourne that closed down.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the U.S. I forgot all this. I think in the next 2 years, there will be no greyhound racing in the U.S. And because all over the world, they are shutting down greyhound racing, I think it'll be hard to get a greyhound. And they're really wonderful dogs. Oh gosh, they're gentle, they're quirky, they're sweet. They're fast.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Well, they call them 35 mile an hour couch potatoes, meaning if they're not running at 35 miles an hour, they're on your couch. So anyway.
All right, we're getting some quilting questions.
Yes.
Do you primarily quilt freehand or using templates or stencils or what?
Okay, I am a freehand girl. I don't like to mark, because marking has so many problems. You know, it either disappears before you quilt it, or it stays long after you wanted it gone. So as much as I can, I freehand it. Templates, no, I'm doing a little bit of ruler work. I'm not a hardcore ruler girl, but I'm beginning to see the value of some ruler work, like for circles and for straight lines. So, and even like when you need to stitch in the ditch, I find it so tedious. This is just me. I find it so tedious to put a big old honking walking foot on and then have to flip or feed my quilt back and forth so many times. So I will get my ruler out and I will freehand ruler it. And then I'm just going and lickety split, I'm done. So hardcore.
Yes. Some of our prior guests, we talked about their quilts, and some of them double bat and some of them do not.
Okay.
What do you do? Are you a double batter?
Oh, double bat. Oh,
I'm from Jersey. Sometimes I mumble a little bit.
You know, I don't know if you recall, I used to live in Jersey, so I get that. I get that. That was really funny when I lived in Jersey. I had a lot to learn living in New Jersey. But anyway, do I double
bat? Do you use double batting?
You know, because I travel to teach, well, because I used to travel to teach and lecture, double batting makes it heavier and bulkier to put into my suitcase. And so I double batted one quilt. I did not see that much difference in the quilt. And so generally, no, I don't. Of course, if I do trapunto by machine, the trapunto parts will be triple batted, but other than that, generally, no. Yeah, not a fan for me. That's a personal thing.
Yeah, Jill would like to know, how long did it take you to feel comfortable with free motion quilting so you could do whatever design you like?
That is a really good question. You know, you've heard the 80-20 rule. It takes 20% of the time to conquer 80% of a subject, and then it takes 80% of the time to nail the last 20%. So using that bogus rule, I would say, I'm not going to say time, I'm going to say projects. So let's just say a charity quilt, you know, or a twin size quilt. Let's say a twin size quilt, just as a measure. I would think if you did 3 twin size quilts, you're feeling pretty comfortable, and probably before then, that's probably long term. Depends on what you mean by comfortable. Comfortable, you said, okay, you said 2 things. You said comfortable, and then you said do whatever design you liked. I think you'd feel comfortable after 1.5 twin size quilts. You'd feel comfortable. That means you're relaxed, you're moving smoothly. Conquering the designs that you like, I don't know, that's going to vary depending on what kind of designs you like, but I would say, oh, I don't know, you know, you're quilting somewhat regularly, 6 months or something. I know that I was at a pretty high level after 2 years. So I was surprised at how far I got in 2 years. So
what do you think is the biggest challenge that you see on a regular basis, like people with wrong needles or wrong thread, or what's like the biggest challenge?
The head, the brain. Because people think it's hard. And if you go in thinking it's hard, then it's hard. If you get critical of your own work, it makes it hard. The thing that, here's what happens, especially people that piece. When we piece, we do need to be accurate. We have to be, you know, totally focused on perfection, you know, because if you're, you know how that is. If you're 1 thread off and you've got, you know, 6 pieces across, then you're 1/4 inch off on your block. when you go to free motion quilting, you got to let go of all that and just be chill and just go for smooth and comfortable and not perfection. Newer free motion quilters get all ripped up about even stitch length. And it's like, oh my gosh, girl, don't worry about stitch length. You know, don't even worry about stitch length until you're comfortable, because when you're comfortable, stitch length comes. So the main thing is really what's up here. And then there are some equipment issues. If you, it's really is a lot easier to free motion quilt on a good machine. And a good machine doesn't mean an expensive machine, and it doesn't need a new machine. It means a good machine. So some of the, I kind of cringe a little bit when I see a class machine come in, because the harp is like this big and it's hard to stuff your quilt through there, and they don't get tension really good. And anyway, I guess that was a long-winded answer. Mainly it's your attitude and just making sure you have the basic right setup, which starts with a good machine. Yeah. Oh yeah, well, you talk about the quilt behind you. So I do a lot of whole cloth, and I live here in Northern California. My quick quilting, well, I won't go through the whole quilting bio, but I have lived in Illinois, New Jersey, New Mexico, Texas, Houston, and came here to Northern California. I had not seen this kind of drought tolerant landscape, and I think it's so pretty because it's about texture and movement more than it is about color. So my yard, I have this beautiful yard and I have all these gorgeous ornamental grasses and other drought tolerant plants. So those drought tolerant grasses, when you just get the slightest breeze, they're going like this. And when you look out at my backyard, there's just this sea of swaying and movement. And I love that. So I like to do my grasses. So this is, I could pull out my phone and then you could spotlight my phone. So, oh, is it going to freeze? It froze the other day when oh, there we go. Oh, that's because I'm at the wrong spot. I can't, so you can see.
I found you.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. I'm not going to join audio. Huh, but I can't see what I'm showing for some reason.
Turn your camera around.
Turn the camera around.
Oh, well, duh. That was hard.
There we go.
Okay, so there's my piece. It's about 40 by 60 or something like that. And it's 100% whole cloth, so there's no, no marking or anything like that. And these are just my interpretation of the grasses in my yard. And what's sad is one of the main reasons I made this quilt was because I saw this antique quilt that had all these trapunto dots in the background. It was a white whole cloth, French from the 1800s. Oh my gosh, it's the most beautiful quilt. And I thought, oh my gosh, I got to do that in the background. So I did that, and look, like right here, you can't even see the dots. So all that work, and you don't really notice it, but so live and learn. And then this is just, I just kind of doodled in there for those as I went around. I didn't have a plan, I just doodled, and that was fun. That was a lot of fun. And of course, some beads in there. And, the back pretty much looks the same as the front. Almost all my backs are interesting because I like interesting backs. So I typically put, I'm sorry, I'm looking. I typically put silk thread in my bobbin because it looks so luscious on the back of my quilt. But in this case, because this is Aurifil 12, so big fat honkin' Aurifil 12. So I had to put a thicker thread in the bobbin on this one to do that. So That's my story. And I had a little fun with this little edge. I don't usually do fancy edge treatments, but I did there. To me, that's fancy. To a lot of people, it's not. I'll go back to the other,
Okay.
to my main, if you can spotlight me.
Let me catch up to you. And
Okay, so threads. Someone asked, oh, Siobhan, do I pronounce your name right? I'm not sure I do. I'm sorry if I mispronounce it. So what kind of threads do I use?
I'm trying to find you. There you are.
Okay, sorry, I didn't realize I wasn't.
There we go. And
Yeah,
there we go.
Okay, threads are like children. I don't have like a favorite, but I'm going to be in an Aurifil, a Superior, or my new favorite, and so many people are not familiar with this, Quilter Select. Let me get that, because people don't know this one yet, and I don't know why. Let me get it. So I like this too. I've been working a lot with this. I don't know if you can really see this. Everybody, I can see everybody. Wait. Yeah, there. Sorry. Can you see that? Is that in focus? I can't.
Yep. Hold it right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the reason I like this thread, it's a unique thread. Those of us of a certain age, when we were in junior high and we used that Coates and Clark dual duty, which is a polycore with a cotton wrap. This is also a polycore with a cotton wrap, but it's a high quality polycore with a cotton wrap. And the reason you care, the polycore makes it really strong, and the cotton wrap makes it look like cotton, but it's, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's kind of thin and beefy at the same time. It doesn't sink in like an Aurifil. Like an Aurifil sinks into the surface of your quilt and gives you line and shadow if you're quilting. This will stay on the top of your quilt and show itself a little bit, but not too much. And I love it for binding because it's strong. You know how when you're putting your binding on by hand and you're tugging and then you break your thread because you tug too hard. So anyway, so I'm in Aurifil, Superior, or Quilter Select. Am I in anything else? Probably not. Oh yeah, well, no, those are the three, yeah.
For those of us that do binding, and there's some of us that don't, we're not mentioning any names.
Wonder who that could be.
I send mine to New Jersey.
Do you
She
really?
does.
Oh,
She
no.
does. She does.
But I send her presents too. I send her little presents and surprises.
Usually there's a bribe involved usually.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say
I'm really pathetic.
it's not a present, it's a bribe. Yeah.
I see that somebody was asking whether there's machine embroidery on your quilt as well as
No.
quilting.
No, no, and I don't, and people ask me to, no, I don't embroider at all, like hand embroidery sometimes, but never, ever. And I don't ever hoop. Like people assume that when I do stuff like this, that I've hooped it. It's like, oh my gosh, no, I would have to rehoop 580,000 times to do this quilt. No. So no, it's all freehand. And the reason it looks kind of embroidered is because when I first discovered Aurifil 12 weight, it's different than the other 12 weights. It's a little fuzzier. And when you free motion quilt with Aurifil 12 weight, it almost looks like you've done crewel work, like CREWEL, crewel work. So I understand why you thought it looked embroidered, because the reason it does is because of that thread. It just gives that presence that makes it look like you took a hand stitch with that. So it's a cool thread. Yeah, it really does.
So you have a machine quilting book.
I do, and I should have my book. Can I run and get it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
And this is why we have fun on this show.
Yeah.
because we just pull things out of
Whatever,
thin
whatever.
air. Yay,
Okay.
there it is.
I can't
Emotion.
believe I didn't have this on me. So yeah, this book. So I don't know. I hope you can see it well. C&T, and it is written for the experienced beginner. There's so many beginner books out there. And so for somebody that has a little bit of experience, so here's the deal when I'm teaching, I run into so many people that say, well, I took my, my beginning class and then basically it didn't work out the way I wanted it to, so I stopped free motion quilting. And I wrote this book with the hope of giving you ideas on how to ramp up with that. I have it's really is, it sounds overstated, but it's almost magic. I have a 21-day plan in here. And even if you keep it totally simple, if you layer up like 15-inch quilt sandwiches or something else that you want to practice on, like a charity quilt or a panel, a pre-printed panel, and you just sit down and free motion quilt for 20 minutes a day for 21 days, you're over the hump. You really are. You're comfortable. You're not a pro, but you're comfortable, and you can start tackling some of the projects that you have that are unquilted, because I hate to think about all those unquilted tops that you have and you want to quilt them and you're afraid to quilt them. So that the book is meant to be an encouragement to get you from, I've got like 3 motifs that I can kind of sort of do okay, but I got this stack of quilt tops over here that I want to do myself, but I don't know how to get from here to here. And that's what the book's about.
So
Where
is there
can they
like
get
a
that?
lesson?
I'm sorry?
Oh, I'm sorry, Deb, stepped on you.
I was gonna say, is there like a lesson every day or a homework every day, or how
I
does it
haven't
work?
done week by week.
Week by week?
Yeah, week by week, because they had to make me go back and rewrite some of it, because I am a person that I want you to do your own thing. And so I left it so loose that C&T was like, you got to add here. You got to be a little more structured.
Yes.
So, I mean, part of this is, starting out with quilt sandwiches and just practicing. I call it practice because I wanted to be playful. So you want to practice on quilt sandwiches and then find stuff to quilt, like pre-printed panels, or gosh, I have all these things here. I actually didn't think about getting this out. So I'm gonna start throwing stuff on the floor here so I can get to what I want, because I want to show you something. So of course, pre-printed panels, I'm big on those, really big on those. But some of the other things are, so I'm big on quilt from the back, because you can look like a rocket scientist. Oh, do I have that photo? If it's easy to get to, I want to show you this photo, because it's amazing what you can do quilting from the back. I'm pretty sure I'll put hands on it. I didn't think to get prepared in this way. Oh, I know
We're
where
asking you the hard questions, right?
Yeah, well, I'll learn to be more prepared if I have another chance to do such a thing. So anyway, so quilt from the back. So stuff like this. So cute little print like that. You make that your backing and quilt from the back. And then the front of your quilt, I don't know if this shows well. So then the front of your quilt will look like this. So you can see,
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
you just follow what was on the back. And I've got a bunch of different, like I love this one. So this is a batik that's printed in a grid. So you know how tedious it is to mark a grid. Oh my gosh, just shoot me. So grab this and then you quilt from the back and you end up with this. And you didn't have to mark that. And that's so cool. Or, oh, like this cute little Tula pink, like this. so you can see. And then if you quilt that from the back, it's gonna look like this on the front. And you didn't have to mark those scallops. Oh, or you didn't have to ruler work those scallops. Again, just shoot me having to do ruler work on all those scallops. Or like a really large, here's my last example on that, really large scale print like this. Outrageously large scale. Oh, and you know who else? Jane Sassaman prints. Jane Sassaman with her huge scale prints. Slap those on the back. And then you get this. And all you're doing is you're following the lines that were already there. And the thing is, if you don't hit your line, it doesn't matter. See, these are the kind of things that I want to encourage newer free motion quilters to do, so that you get that confidence and you know that it's like, yeah, you really can do this. I name my my intro class, Yes, You Can, all caps, can. Yes, you can free motion quilt. Yes, you can. I know you can.
Did
We
you?
got we have a few questions.
Okay.
Someone wants to know if you could hold up your thread again, the Quilter Select.
And I see somebody ask, it is 60 weight, yes.
60 weight, right?
Yeah. And here's actually the label part of it.
So it's
And-
perfect cotton plus 60 weight.
Yes, this stuff is fabulous. And if I always want to buy my thread at my local quilt shop, but if I can't, I go to Red Rock Threads because they just have everything, and they have, I think it's $5 shipping no matter how much you buy, and they have everything. And they have sometimes they have the cards too, the color cards.
And where can we support you and get your book?
Oh, on my website. My website is quiltskipper.com. And I'm so my quick story on Quilt Skipper is, remember when I said that like within 2 years I was doing pretty well, and I was doing a particular quilt that was a whole cloth and it was all silk and it was just gorgeous. It was turning out so well, and it was like the first like awesome thing that I had ever quilted. And I got so excited that when I take my quilting breaks, I skipped around the house because I was just so excited because it was really awesome. And so that's why I call myself Quilt Skipper. So my website is quiltskipper.com.
And I put that in the chat.
Oh,
And we
good.
will put that up on the So What Facebook page. So if anybody wants to get a hold of you
Yes. that's-
afterwards. And are you doing virtual classes and stuff? Are you out
Yes.
there?
I'm full tilt on virtual classes. Yes. Virtual classes, virtual lectures. Yes. I have totally embraced that, and it's working pretty well. And it's been working well for you too, I'm sure. Right,
Yeah,
Linda?
yeah. I'm gonna redo my room to be a little less cluttered.
Well, you know, people talk about that. I mean, I'm sorry, it just is what it is. My natural habit is it is picked up and tidy. It just is. But I don't get distracted. I don't know, as a student, I don't get distracted if I see, things in the background or whatever. But anyway, yeah. Yes. So yeah, I am definitely online, and I'm embracing that. Yes.
Do you have any classes that individuals could take? I mean, I know you do guild classes, but
Not yet. I haven't done that. CNT is coming up with a program for their authors, and so I'm looking into that. That's as you may or may not know, doing it that way is it's a high bar. There's a lot more work to that kind of a thing, and so I have begun to I've started that. And I won't even say there's a goal. I would hope that by the first of the year, I would have that available, because I'd really like to do that. I know I appreciate it when there are teachers all over the world that I want to take, and when they offer what do you call that, on-demand classes, I love that, because then I can take this like there's a Spanish quilter that I'm dying to take her classes. I met her at Houston, and You know,
I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
yeah.
I've seen her stuff.
Christina, and I'm so sorry, I don't know how to pronounce her last name. It's a name I can't pronounce. Oh, what brand of silk thread do you use? You know what? There's not bad silk thread. So, but what I've used, I do think that Superior Threads is a little bit better than ILI, but those are the two that I've used. And they're both good. They're both really good. And I haven't run into any bad silk thread. They've run into bad other thread, but not silk thread. Oh, and my Facebook page, I'm just Jenny K. Lyon. Gosh, I should have typed all that in, I guess, at the beginning.
I'm doing it.
Okay, thank you. And yeah.
Yep, I got your website. I got everything in. I'm on it.
Okay, good. So what else do you guys want to know? What do you want to know about Houston, or teaching, or traveling, or free motion quilting, or whole cloth, or dogs, or
Do you have any virtual show classes coming up?
no, I was kind of late. Thanks for asking. I was kind of well, yeah, actually I do. I'm sorry, I forgot. Craft Napa. Oh, Craft Napa this year is going to be fabulous. If you're not familiar with Craft Napa, it is virtual this year. It would have taken place in Napa if we had been in person. This is the 5th year. I've been involved in all 5 years. It's put on by Pokey Bolton. It is more artsy, surface designy oriented. But there are piecing classes and all kinds of things. And this year, because she's virtual, she's got the best faculty imaginable. Most of the classes are full, including mine, but you know, wait lists in this day and age, I think that wait lists you're going to work through wait lists faster than we did pre-COVID. So if you're interested in a Craft Napa class, definitely check into that. And on the other ones, the Mancusos and all that, I was late in the uptake, and I just didn't, I applied, but they already had their, and I applied in time, but they had already chosen their free motion quilting people. And and I'll be doing Houston. I'm doing 2 machine quilting forums. And then on Thursday, so Houston virtual is going to be the first week in December now. And so the Thursday of festival, I'll be doing a lecture Thursday evening. And it's not like I'm terrified or anything.
Cool.
You know, it was supposed to be in person, so 250 people. I've done 250 people, no problem. Now, you know, I don't know how many will show, but now the possibility of thousands, it's like, oh, okay.
Okay, we're getting ready for, it's almost door prize time. So we're gonna put you on. I'm gonna spotlight me for a second.
Gosh, that was fast. That went fast.
It does go fast.
Yeah, I had no idea.
We have fun. And for some reason, I'll just start again. I'll just move everybody. So it's me again. Let me tell you about our lineup for through the end of November. We have next week coming Emily Taylor, and she does some collage quilting. She had to go to her kids' swim meet, so she couldn't hop in. We happened to be walking by down at Quilt Festival, and we saw her booth. And I was stalking her back and forth. So I reached out and invited her. So she's going to be on next week. She does it different than Laura, so you'll have another different kind of collage.
Yeah.
November 4th is MJ Kimmin. If you don't know who she is, she's a fabric designer with Northcott, and she designs those gem quilts, the
Yeah.
gemstones. And she's also doing some videos about Zoom and to help instructors and presenters prepare better. So you notice I'm a little closer to the screen. Just saying. On November 11th, we have the fabulous Michelle May. I've been to her house in her studio. She does wool, but she does a very different kind of wool stuff. It's kind of reverse applique with some decorative stitches. It's fabulous, fabulous. On the 18th, we have Heather Kojan, and she does some piecing stuff. She didn't tell me what her exact subject is going to be, so I didn't see her on here. And on the 25th, that's right before Thanksgiving, we are going to have a special broadcast. And because Thanksgiving is going to be special this year, and we want to give thanks, we are inviting all of our guests to come back on and tell us what they've done, because we know some stuff, because I do have friends. Tell us what they've done between when they started with us and now. And we want to acknowledge them and thank them, because everybody who comes on donates their time to you and to us and to you, so that you can enjoy yourself and be a quilter again and not have to worry about COVID or the elections or who's getting shot or whatever. So we're doing this for you guys, because you're the reason why we're here. And we want to give thanks to our speakers this time. So that's what we're doing. And because you're a captive audience, I got to do something. Our October web specials, because I got my shipment finally of the book that I've been waiting for. Rock That Quilt Block, all 3 books and free shipping for $35.
That's good.
Wow, you can't beat that. All 3 books, $35. And they focus on one particular block and all the different variations, and probably horrified that I do this. This caught my eye. Did she just turn off her camera?
Who?
Barbara Wolf. Barbara Wolf. Or I just shut her off. Uh-oh. You see Barbara Wolf, Deb? I just messed up my screen.
I don't know. There's one that says Barbara's iPad, but she's
That's
not
her.
there.
Can you spotlight her?
Oh, well, she stepped away from her iPad, so.
Yeah, just spotlight her anyway. Because there.
Okay.
See, I got a black screen. I don't know what happened.
Huh.
I had a black screen on everything. All right. Barbara has on her wall 4 blocks from Rock That Quilt Block. The block, she doesn't even have the main block. These are 4 variations of one block. It's just how you, when you change the color or how you rotate a patch, changes the whole look of the block. And then before we do door prizes, can you spotlight Kat, Deb? I saw her. This is nuts. Hi, Barbara. We just showed your quilt. Sit back down. You weren't paying attention.
Yeah, I gotta turn my
I
volume
do not. No, I don't see her.
Kat was just here. She had something in her lap. God, this is a mess. I'm gonna have to talk you through this.
I'm
Deb, 'cause
sorry. I had a painter here and he was trying to pick colors for me.
Okay, and I don't see Kat, K-A-T. You don't see her?
Siobhan
ran
says
away.
she left. Siobhan said she left.
Oh, okay. All right, we're gonna give you 30 seconds for Annette, Sharon Zeiphone, Marty, and Kathy Farrar, because it's door prize time. This is my favorite time of the broadcast. And we have a bunch of door prizes today. We have Banyan Batik bundles. We have some downloadable patterns, and we are ready. Okay, so Jenny, we're gonna let you go last so you can watch how silly this is.
And I don't know what to do, so you have to tell me.
Yep, we will. Where's Joyce Hughes? Where's Joyce?
Right up here.
There you are. Okay,
You want me to go?
you are Banyan today. So
Okay.
you got two,
Two.
and we got two screens. So
Terry.
Gary on first screen.
Yep, Terry, Galaxy Tab S2.
Deb, did you find her?
Thank you.
There you are. Have you been here before?
There we go.
Yes, I have. I started coming when Mark Lipinski was on.
Ah, okay. So you know the deal. And what do
Put your
you
email
got
in
there?
the chat.
Oh,
We're not, Siobhan, forget it. Forgot. I'm not even giving you guys a chance. That's a ding dong for you. Put your email in the chat so Debbie can get it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Joyce.
I'll go to the second page. Mary Alice.
Mary Alice, where are you? There you are. Hello.
My thing.
Got a black screen. How are
Am I on?
Yep,
you? You're muted. You unmute yourself.
There you go. There we
There
go.
you go. You got anything to show us?
Not down here. It's all upstairs.
But that means,
You mean drink wise?
yeah.
Drink wise.
How about this?
I don't know.
It's really good.
Siobhan's giving you the thumbs. Siobhan. Do I need to cut your thumbs off?
Siobhan gives everybody
And Beth Wilder
thumbs
too?
up.
Beth Wilder, it's your birthday or something?
Yesterday or the day before, Monday.
All right, it's Beth's birthday, so that means I'm gonna give you a ding dong. You can thank Beth for that. So you got a Banyan Batik bundle. Put your email in the chat. There's Cheryl.
Okay.
Cheryl Lynch. She's
was
not there. She's not there. Stevie Graves, are you here?
Stevie's here.
Yes, I'm
Quilt
here.
woman, please.
Okay, let me get to the big
Hey,
screen.
when you get the Quilt Woman prize, you're gonna go to, we'll give you instructions to go to the quiltwoman.com website, and you can choose any pattern from her website, and she will send it to you.
Millie,
Oh,
there she is,
Melanie?
page one. Millie,
Millie, where, oh, Millie, I'm looking at your glass. Is that
Vodka
water in that
tonic.
glass?
It's almost gone.
Is that water?
It is vodka and tonic.
wow.
Okay, I'm not even asking anybody. There we go. Millie, put your email in the chat.
Thank you.
Okay. Deb, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Before I pick somebody, I had a request to hold up the samples one more time. This is for
Okay.
you.
So we gotta spotlight you?
Yeah, let me spotlight you. There we go.
There we go. Okay.
Okay. That clear? Linda, is that clear?
Back a little bit, please. That's better.
Okay. So
That's
that's
the
the
little
little
bag.
pouch. And this is the drawstring bag. That's what we're making tomorrow at 2:00 Eastern. Okay, pick somebody. Let's see. Pick somebody. Who am I picking? Corey Murphy.
Corey Murphy.
Corey Murphy. Okay. Okay, Corey. What's in
There you
your
are.
glass?
Hi.
Oh. In my defense, I am in California, so it's noon. I have water
Okay.
in my.
Okay.
For me too.
I
Okay.
know, but if it was 5 o'clock, it would have been gin and orange juice.
Okay. Well, you get credit for good intention.
Don't forget, I'm in Florida and it's happy hour at 3 o'clock at my house. So, all right, put your email in the chat, please, for the door prize.
Got it.
Cheryl, are you back? Cheryl Lynch Quilt is one of our sponsors.
I'm back. The mobile dog groomer was here.
Oh,
So can I just do a little plug? Linda?
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah.
I'm teaching a virtual introduction to hand dyeing class, November 14th.
Okay.
So you might
People
be,
can
in
get
the chat.
information on your website.
no, it's at Juntos, juntospace.com.
So we'll put that on the So What Facebook page.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, are you ready for me to pick one?
Yeah.
Okay. I pick Susan Statler. Susan,
Looking for. There she is.
is she
There
there?
she is. There she is. Susan, we see you.
Hey,
We see like your eyes.
You see
You're
your-
peeking
There, I'm
around
here.
your There you go. Okay, you know the deal.
Yes.
What do you got?
what are you drinking?
Oh, I had gin and tonic.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Where is it?
That's why we're seeing.
Oh, it's empty.
Woo!
It was gin and tonic.
Oh, we're doing good today. You got a double ding dong. Good for you. Put your email in the chat.
Okay,
And you got Cheryl's door prize.
thank you.
Okay. Who's left? Me? Deb, did you do yours?
I did mine.
Okay, me and Jenny are the only ones left. Okay, I'm gonna go on page 2. Okay. Everybody's like, pick me, pick me, pick me. And this is- Hey, Barbara's not there. Barbara's iPad. You got seconds. All right, she's done. I want to make sure I'm saying it right. Tamara.
Oh,
Yeah,
Fayella, me?
yeah.
Oh,
How you say your name? Hi,
Tamara Fayella.
Tamara Fiella. Don't forget, I'm from Jersey. I'm from Jersey. Fiella. Okay,
I've never been here before, so this has been fun.
okay. So
What
you
I'm
always have
drinking,
something that we can inquire. That's an interesting mug.
yes, and it is, just noon here in California, so it is coffee. But next time I'll put Kahlua and cream.
There you
Oh,
go. Next time.
today.
Yeah.
Put your email in the chat, please,
Okay.
and we will get you your door prize.
All
So,
right.
now let's go back to Jenny. Jenny, you got
Jenny.
it now. You're gonna turn around.
Wait, I
You're
gotta
gonna
put,
pick a screen.
We
You're
gotta
gonna turn around and put everybody on gallery view.
yeah, I got him. I got him. So, okay. I have to see where, okay, so it has to be somewhere in here. Well, I don't want to end up on chat. So Annette Gathright.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, we're gonna find her.
I'm here. I'm not going to turn on my video, but I am here.
You're supposed to have your video on for the door prizes. Put that video on.
That's all right.
What
She
are you
can
doing?
have it
You got clothes
anyway.
on?
Sort of.
You can wear pajamas. It's okay.
It's
Yeah.
still early here, and what I have in my cup is pomegranate juice. It's that time of the season here in Southern California, and it's still early in the day.
Pomegranate juice. I've had some drinks with that.
Yeah, it's really good. It's good for you, high in antioxidants and all that type of thing.
And it's the season. It's the season for them. All mine are ripe.
Yeah,
Don't like the
exactly.
Greek gods drink that?
Well, there is a story, I don't know if they drink it, but there is a story about the pomegranate and why we have seasons in Greek mythology.
Well, if it's something I need to give my husband to perk him up a little bit, maybe I should get that. That's inappropriate. Okay, that was inappropriate. I'm full of that today. So, that's what we have. Everybody picked, Deb? Everybody's good?
Yes, everybody picked.
And Debbie has it. So next week, Emily Taylor. And we really, really want to thank Jenny Lyon for taking your time out of your day and coming on. And we'd like to thank all of you guys who are coming on for the first time. Like I said, we just do silly things, and we hope that you did laugh a little bit today. And congrats to those of you who, Siobhan, yeah. Siobhan loves it.
So
Siobhan
did you
loves it.
like my pomegranate juice or not?
Yeah, what did you do? What's the deal on the pomegranate juice, Siobhan? All right, and
A thumbs up.
okay. Yeah. Hey, Barbara,
Yeah,
you missed it again.
I know. I'm sorry.
Ay, ay, ay.
I had a dog that had to go out quick. Before that, I had a painter here.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So, okay, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. This will be recorded and uploaded. I usually upload on Friday mornings to our dedicated YouTube channel. And then we'll put all Jenny's contact information and Cheryl's dyeing class information on our So What Facebook page. And you can like us, and we'll see you all next week. Love you guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Linda.
Thank you.
Bye.
Linda.
Thank you.